Hey everyone, Mr. DVB here. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys my first impressions without actually having used the controller, just I guess on the feel and look of it or whatever, of the DualSense, the PS5 controller. This officially released today, 2 weeks before the console comes out. Any of the accessories like the headset or the charging station all come out today. And in 2 weeks, obviously, the console comes out, and I am extremely excited for that. So yeah, I unboxed it earlier. I didn't do a video recording of that. I was too excited to do that. I just opened it up and took it out. And yeah, so this is the controller right here. I think it looks awesome, in person. I've heard some people from like some other unboxing and stuff talk about how it's grayer than they look. And it's obviously still white, but it does have like this very, very light hint of gray look to it as well. So it's not like, this completely like icy bright white like I was expecting it to be, but I do think it looks great. It feels really good too. I mean, that's one thing I will certainly say, and probably the most important thing is how does the controller feel. Again, this is an awful setup, so I apologize, but yeah, it feels really good in my opinion. Like just holding it in my hands here, it's got a nice weight to it. It's not a heavy controller, but it does just have like a good amount of heft. It grips quite well. I do think that just this back right here has kind of like this little design on it. You guys won't be able to see it on my camera. I'll do another close-up shot on my other camera, but you'll see like it's got the pattern of the PlayStation buttons. So there's like the triangle, the square, the O, and the X all on there, and that all feels really great. It just adds like a good grip to the controller. The thumbsticks, they do feel like they move, like they're way more responsive than they are on the PS4 controller. And in general, it has kind of like this newer design, if you guys can see that, where it's got a bit of a different like look to it or whatever. If you compare it to the PS4 controller, it has, this kind of like rougher texture that I really like, but I definitely think there is a better grip on those PS5 ones. As far as which of the controllers I like the feel of more, I obviously have to play games on the PS5. I think I'm still very used to the PS4 controller, but I do love the way this feels. One thing I will add that I do honestly kind of prefer how it feels on the previous generation controller is the buttons. Here, they don't feel like they have that same click that they do on the PS4. On the PS4, you can even hear it. There's more of a click to them when you press them, whereas on the PS5 version, they sort of just get sucked in, and it doesn't really feel like there's that responsiveness that I would normally expect. Not a huge deal, but just a minor thing. Triggers, they feel very good. Obviously, I can't test out the actual adaptive part of it yet, but they do feel nice. The buttons are much larger, like the L1 and R1. You have the USB-C charging port, the touchpad, the create button, options button, the mute button right here for the controller, and then above it is the PlayStation logo, which turns on the controller, so you guys can see that lights up blue. But obviously I don't have a PS5 to connect. On the back here, there is a second mic. Basically, it just cancels out noise from you pressing all the buttons. And yeah, overall, I really like this controller. I think it feels great, and I cannot wait to actually test this thing out on the PS5. So those are my very quick thoughts on just how it feels. Doing a feel comparison, PS4 one, like I said, I've always loved this controller. The Xbox One, I do think, for me personally, this has like a bit of a better grip to it, or like it just kind of sits in my hand nicer, but I'm really excited to just test out all of those features that are on the DualSense. So thank you for watching this, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.